Well, hello again. Welcome back. I have another treat for you. From my young and dumb days, we were talking about this the other day when the customer brought it in. We were trying to decide about how old it was, and best I can figure, I built this for him probably about 1984. So let's take a look. We got a nice curly maple top. Everything fits into pretty much what I was doing at the time. The Kaler tremolos, shallower pickups. We had recessed the control knobs so that they'd be nice and tight against the body. He had a pickup selector switch and a single coil switch. While we're talking about the tone controls, during this time I was actually doing a bandpass filter for the tone controls. So when you roll this thing back, it's got a real horn-like quality, sustains really good, kind of like a cocked back wah. It doesn't get that real muffled, typical treble roll-off tone control thing happening. Frankly, to be honest with you, I don't remember how to do it. I know I used a choke coil and a capacitor for a tune filter, but maybe I'll open this up and refresh myself. The inlays were hand cut pearl from actual seashells. I was fortunate enough a few years ago to get this guitar back in here and refret it, and he's put some pretty heavy fingerboard wear on it since. Another thing I'll mention is I checked this guitar out before I put it on the bench. It is exactly the way it was when I gave it to him the last time around when we did the refret and checked out a few things on it. It has not moved a bit. Neck is still set exactly the same way, action still the same. For you guys that think that this may look familiar, it was not really copied off anything that you may be thinking of. Basically what it is, the body is a Les Paul Jr. style body with a tummy cut and a carved maple top with no binding. It just may happen to resemble something else that you've seen out there, but that was the idea. He actually kind of liked the looks of the Hamers at the time. He didn't want any binding. He wanted rounded edges on the body. So we come up with a carved top without the binding. Typical logo I was using at the time, and a headstock designed to be cut on a router jig. When we're talking about the headstock, let's look at something else here. Hopefully you can see this. It's going to be hard for me to show you this. But you see the lamination on the front of the headstock. There's also an 1/8 inch lamination on the back side. It's very hard to... There you might be able to see it some on the front tip. But what it did, it tapered into the back of the neck. You can see it come up clear into here. Let's see if we can get this for you. It's very hard to see. Very hard to see. There you can see a little teardrop back there where the grain's different. That veneer ran from the tip of the headstock clear back to here and was shaped into the neck. You can tell a repairman built this because I had to deal with a lot of broken headstocks, and that was one of the reasons I did that, was to kind of reinforce that area. Again, typical thing for the time was like Goto tuners. I had a hidden serial number. Let's see if we can actually see it here. You can see it. 17. Still can't get you a good look at that teardrop there, but here you go. You can see it. Okay. Anyway, yes, I'd love to burn it just because of the way things worked out at the time. But this is a fairly decent guitar. He really likes it. He's played it a lot. Like I say, it was built for him. It's got a very chunky neck. He had a habit of pulling guitars out of tune. I actually used to play with this guy a little bit. And he had a really bad habit of laying his elbow on the back of the guitar because he wore it very high. And when he'd get a little excited, he'd bear down and he'd actually pull his guitars sharp. So we chunked up the neck on this, and he's never had a problem with this one. But anyway, just thought I would take a few minutes to show you again something else from my, as I refer to, my young and dumb days, so we can all get a good laugh about it. So there you go. Till next time, play nice. I'll see you later.